This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so every database will have import and export tools. Okay, so any database you take, it will have import and export. Import means import is used to, or the process of bringing data from other sources to the database is called import, or simply loading. Loading into the database is called import. Okay, export means unloading. Unloading. Unloading means from the database you will export to some external file. So unload or export is always from database to other outside. That is export. Export means what? Outside only, right? We will send something to somewhere. That is export means from database you will export and send the data. Import means you will import things from the other countries. So from other sources you will bring the data into the database, or simply loading data into database is called import. So the terms, these are common terms in any database, import and export. But in Redshift, the terms are copy and unload. Okay, or I mean, generally they use load and unload utilities in any database. Load and unload. Okay, here the terms are copy and unload. So copy means nothing but import. Means you will bring data from other sources to Redshift. Unload means from Redshift to other source. And like I said yesterday, in AWS, if you are using copy, what I said, copy data means copying from other sources to Redshift, right? So whatever the other source may be, it will first place it in S3. So you can directly say that for copy, S3 is the source. Okay, from source to Redshift. That's why yesterday we saw examples of copy from S3 path is there in all the examples. So basically, to work with AWS, data should be placed in S3 first. So copy will copy from S3, okay, S3 to Redshift. Unload means from Redshift to, we will export the file into some file. I mean, whatever data is there in Redshift, that we will export. Export to file. What is that file? Again, that is S3. So after putting the data in S3, then only it will be, I mean, FTP'd or whatever we want to do, that file we will be doing later. But as a first step, we will unload data from Redshift 2 and put it in some S3. Okay, for copy, what is the source? S3. What is the target? Your Redshift database. For unload means from Redshift, you're just downloading the data. Okay, that is what export. So what is the source? Redshift only. And what is the target? S3 file. Are you clear these two terms? Copy and unload.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we will see, okay, how to implement copy and how to unload. And okay, we will start with copy. Okay, so query editor. Okay, so let me see what are the okay. So first I will see. Yesterday we have seen some examples. Okay, how again I will open that to keep you handy. Or it will help you how to practice from your end. Just type Google and copy examples. Just type Redshift copy examples. Open the docs.aws.amazon.com, and in real time also most widely used delimiter is pipe delimiter. So you can start from here. Okay, so that's why this delimiter is set as the default. Means I will tell you what does it mean. Means even if you don't specify delimiter pipe in your copy script, by default it will take that. Okay, I will show you. See, I mean you can just copy this like this. Okay, you can copy and paste it in your SQL window, something like this. Okay, and just change your table. Okay, copy into which table you want to load. So put something like department. I have created department. Okay, and your S3 file. You should give here your S3 file. Where is your S3 bucket? You should give here. Even in real time also, don't worry, everything will be there. I mean, as I already said, software job is copy paste job. You should be intelligent enough to find where are the things. Okay, so you can log into QA, you can log into production and see where is the existing script. So okay, copy, but of course you need to know the concept. Okay, so copy here means you should know this is the table name, you should know this is S3 path. So those things you should know, otherwise what you will copy paste or what changes you can make, you cannot make anything. So okay, copy your table, you will put your table. You will just like I copied from documentation, you will copy from production and make the changes same as your tables. Okay, for example, you are working on department table development, then you will put your table here and your S3. Okay, your S3 bucket you will put here. Okay, so what is my S3? Let me see. S3. Yesterday I have created S3 bucket for you, July batch, right? So I will go to July batch. See, this is created yesterday. See here, September 7th. So this is the July batch. Yeah, these are the files. Okay. So now I want to load, for example, dept.txt into the department table. Okay. So yeah, I mean, before going, I want to see what is the data, because later on I should be able to verify, right? So open and see what is the data in, okay, 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, cool. So this is the data. Fine. Because I may do something and say the data is loaded, but is it really loaded? That's why I just showed. So anyway, so now also select this department table if there is any existing data. Okay, select star from DPT just to verify if there is any data in the table, because I may have already data and I may say the data is loaded even without loading. So for example, see if there is any data. Okay, yeah, yes, it has data, but it has 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. So no problem. What is my current data? 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, this is the file I want to load. Okay, so right now I have 10, 20, 30, 40. So no problem, I can load. So I mean, even you can load 10, 20, 30, 40, but they will become duplicates. Bus. So just making sure that we are not loading the same file. After loading, I should have 10, 20, 30, 40, then 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay. So I have verified my data before loading and I have seen my file. Okay. So here you see I have only 100, 200. So I have only 4 records. In real time, you may have some million records, but there also you will do the same. Okay. You will see the count. Okay. How many records? Okay. 1,051,000. Okay, after loading also you should have the data reflected in the table. You can just select count star from table. Okay, so like that you can verify. Of course, from the table you can check what is the before count. Before count, for example, 4 records, right? 4. So after you loading 1 lakh, 1,000,000, 51,000, then it should have 1,051,000 records you should have like that. Okay, so I mean, whatever you are here, we are doing on a sample set, something like 100, 200, 5, 10. Even in development environments, also we'll do like this only. We load some 5, 10 records in development environment, even in real time. So same thing we are doing here. Okay, so I know what is my current data. I know what is the data I need to load. Okay, so but I want to do that using copy command. Okay, cool. So copy my table department and from you should put your S3. What is my S3? You see, you have to copy this is the S3 URI. Okay, you have to put this S3 URI. So just copy this, click here, it will be copied. Okay, just if you click here, it will be copied. So just copy it and just place here as it is. So think that you are modifying your production script. Same thing, nothing difference. You take your copy script from your production and do the changes, okay, and run it. That's all. So that it will run as it is. Because you will not make any mistakes because the production script is already valid running job. You are only making your table name, your S3 file, these things only you are changing. Okay. So there is no chance of getting into errors. Okay. Then here IAM role. Here IAM role. So, I mean, this may be the role for that particular job, okay, what is running in production, okay. But for you, you have to create your own IAM role, okay. You see, for example, for you, you have created your own S3 bucket, right? Yesterday, I have created S3 bucket for you and put this file. Yes or no? For you, you have created your own S3 bucket that we did yesterday, Jola batch, and then I put the files there. Similarly, you have to create your own IAM role. Okay. So how did you create yesterday your own S3 file? How did you create? You just came to AWS console and you typed here S3 and you did it. Similarly, right? You clicked here S3 and what you did? It took you to S3 console and here you clicked on create bucket like that you did yesterday, right? So similarly, what you have to do? You have to create your own IAM role. How to do that? Type IAM here, search box. See, anywhere you can do that in this search button. It will directly take you. So type IAM here, click IAM. It will take you to IAM homepage. This is the IAM homepage. IAM means Identity and Access Management. Okay, so here in AWS, everything means access related things will be taken care by IAM only. IAM is one service. Like Redshift is one service, like S3 is one service. Similarly, IAM is one service. Okay, from here we manage permissions, identity and access management. Okay, so now you need one role. Okay, So now you need to create one IAM role. We call it IAM role. Okay, so come here, see here, there is a role. See left hand side roles. Click here, then click on create role. I'm telling you how to create role. Okay, so how did we come here? So in IAM home page on the left hand side, roles is there. Then create role. Okay, then this page will. This is a like wizard. It will take you step by step. Okay, AWS service. Okay, so for which service you want to create role. Okay, so here you can select your Redshift. You can type REDSH. Yeah, Redshift. Where did I see? Here in this drop down, you can select, because in AWS you have so many services. Okay, all will be operated by IAM only. I mean, with respect to permissions. Permissions will be granted by IAM only, IAM role. So you may not be able to search one by one. So just type here Redshift. Then click here. Okay. And then you can select any of these things: Redshift customizable, Redshift scheduler. You can just select Redshift customizable. Then next, yeah, in this, actually, you see, these are all policies. Actually, see, permission policies. I'll tell you what is policy. Policy means, I mean, if you have some exposure to any database, database administration, you will have idea. In generally in any database, you will have roles and profiles. Okay, so I mean, same thing here implemented using IAM. Role means, yeah, the same thing role. Here policy means it will have set of accesses. For example, you see, I will show you. See here, Amazon S3 full access means this profile will give full access on S3. Amazon S3 read only access means it will give only read only access on S3, like that. Uh, for example, I put Redshift. So, okay, so Amazon Redshift read only access. Amazon Redshift query editor. Amazon Redshift full access. So that means any access, whether Amazon is Redshift data full access. That means if you want to, what type of access you want, we can grant that access using policies. Okay, policies are for that purpose. Okay, now let's see. You can select the policy. For what purpose you are creating this role? For copy script, right? Okay. For copy script, what you are doing? For copy script, what you're doing? You're copying data which is there in S3 and placing in the, I mean, inserting into table. Okay, your source is where S3, and what you're doing, you're putting that S3 data into Redshift table. That means this particular role should have what access on S3? The role we are creating, it should have what permissions on S3? What type of permissions it
Read
should
write,
have?
read
Sorry?
write permission. So read write permissions.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're in the right direction. Yeah, what we are doing here is, I mean, we are only selecting permissions for S3. Okay, your data is there in S3. Okay, and you're putting in Redshift. Forget about putting in Redshift. For reading data from S3, what permissions you need? For reading data from S3, what permissions you need?
Read access.
Yeah, yeah. So you can type here S3 read only access. Okay. So In copy, what you're doing, you're reading from S3, that's all. You're not doing anything. You're reading from S3, okay, and putting in the table. Okay, so and this is okay, and you already logged in with AWS user, right? AWS user will take care loading into Redshift table. Forget about that. But here reading from S3 should be done by this role. So Amazon S3 read only policy you should create. Okay, read only is enough here. Okay, of course you can give S3 full access. S3 full access means it will have read write everything. I will tell you when that will be used. But for now, S3 read only access is enough. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Why we selected read only for copy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is that clear, Prasav?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because if you want to copy, just read access is enough, right? You want to, for example, read from a table, then you need read access. That's all. If you want to select from a table, select access is enough. If you want to see what is the data, same thing. If you want to read from data, then read only access is enough. Okay, so yeah, you select that and click next. Yeah, give the role name. I mean, I can give anything. Similarly, you can give anything. Yeah, these are the policies we have given. Okay, create role. See, role Jola batch role created. Bus. So this is your batch. This is your role. Okay, Jola batch role. If you want to see, you can see this is Jola batch role. Okay, so when it's created today, for me it's September 8th. For you, September 9th. Is it 9th today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, for me it's 8th night. Okay. So September 8th. And this is called ARN. Okay. Amazon resource name we call. Okay. ARN we call short. Amazon resource name ARN. Okay, cool. So this is your role name actually. Okay. ARN. This is ARN. Okay. ARN, AWS, IAM, account number, role, July batch. You can copy this. And this is what this IAM role. See here, ARN. See here, I'll paste it here. See, ARN, AWS, IAM. This is what we have to give here. Okay. So only you should know how carefully copy paste. Bus. Bus. So what I did, I took a script from production. I mean, I copied from here documentation, but you can say that you selected from production and changed the table name to your table, placed your that S3 bucket to your S3 bucket, okay, and changed that role name to your role name. Bus. Okay. So, okay, now one more thing. dpt.txt, right? Yeah. So, where is the documentation? Yeah, so this is the documentation. So now I will run the script. So let's see. Yeah, see what is the error? The requested role, that is ARN AWS IAM, my account number, role, Jolly batch role, is not associated to the cluster. Okay, the requested role, Jolly batch role, is not associated to the cluster. Okay, so what it's saying is, I mean, in real time also you will get this kind of errors. Okay, so don't think that this is something and that is same thing. So, but you should be intelligent enough to understand what is this error and do the needful. What is it saying is, this Jolly batch rule is not associated to the cluster. Okay, cool. So what does it mean is, okay, you have created copy script, you have created S3, you have created a role and everything. But where is the link between Redshift and this role? We have not established that link. So, I mean, how to do that is, means this role is not associated to the Redshift cluster. That's what he is saying. Okay, so how to do that? Go to your cluster. Okay, go to your cluster and see here. I think in properties. Yeah. See here, associated IAM roles. There is no roles associated here. Okay, that's what it is saying. This particular role is not associated to the cluster. Means we have not attached that role here. Where is the link? If you don't mention here, so click on associate IAM role. Okay, so here you see your role will be there. Jolly batch role. Okay, select your role and associate IAM role. Means I created the role, but I have not associated with my cluster. What is the use of creating but not, associating means it's like mapping to this cluster. Then only this cluster will make use of this role. Okay, so otherwise, what is the use of, you may create 100 roles, but what is the use if you don't associate with it? Same thing. Okay, so okay, I think now this adding the status will show. I will refresh this page. See, in sync, it will show as in sync. Okay, after the associating, it will show as in sync. Okay, that means this Jolly batch role is associated to this cluster Redshift tool. Okay, so now go to your query editor. Okay, go to your query editor. So why I got that? I mean, why did I did that? Because from the error, I guessed that we missed it. I mean, that's what you have to do. You should be able to understand what is that error. Okay, so what is that error? It is said that ERN, that Jolly batch role is not associated, right? So yeah, now I have associated it. Okay, now let's connect to database and run it again. See, now same script I'm running. Bus completed. Okay, so how do you know whether it's completed or not? Query the table. This is called testing. Okay, Testing means this is what they will do, boss. They will check what is the source count, what is the file count, okay, after loading, whether it's loaded or not. They will check the count after loading, okay, and the number of records should match. If any records drop, then they should investigate why the records got dropped. So now how many records I should have here? How many records I should have? Hello?
Previously 4 records, sir.
Hmm.
Total 8 records.
Yeah. So originally it has 4 records. Now we have loaded 4 more records. Okay. Earlier 10, 20, 30, 40 was there, and we have loaded 100, 200, 300, 400. So 4 plus 4, you should have 8 records. Bus, 8 records. And sometimes only seeing the count, yeah, if it millions of records, we can just check the count, like 8. But since these are only less records, so you can also check select star. You should have 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, these are the records loaded by us. Already 10, 20, 30, 40 was there. So in fact, Somnath, when he joined only, he said, okay, I want to have, a full understanding on loading and unloading. Yeah, because why he said it, this is what we do in real time. Okay, so you will be preparing this loading scripts and all copy jobs. And most of the job is, troubleshooting, because every day some job will fail or some duplicate records will come, or something will happen. So our most of our time will be spent, or sometimes the copy job will run longer. Okay, so that is why that's why I said it is the heart of the whole topic, copy and download. Okay, this is what we do in real time. So now you have completed loading of a file which is pipe delimited. Okay, so and you have tested and validated, yes, data is matching. Okay, cool. Now I will run one more script. Okay, so and see. July batch. These are your S3 buckets, right? So right now I have loaded dpt.txt. I want to load dpt1.txt. Yeah, see here, I have 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, no worries. Okay, so what I will do is, yeah, of course, I will leave them. Okay, I will leave the data as it is, no worries. I will load. So after loading, what I should have? 10 2 times, 20 2 times, 30 2 times, 40 2 times, and 100, 200, 300, 400. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So, or of course, we can change the file and load. Anything is fine. But yeah, as long as we have clarity, we can do anything. Okay, I load the file as is. Okay, and show you. So, okay, again, I'm starting the process from beginning. First check what is your current data in the table. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, 8 records. Remember, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 200, 300, 400. So before load. Okay, so what is our load? Our load is 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, dbt1.txt 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so what you do is you just copy this URI because table is same. Okay, table is same and IAM role also same because you only created for all your S3 and your cluster is same. So IAM role is same. So just copy S3 URI. So okay, Jolly batch dep1.txt. Okay, now I'm going to show you one error here. Okay, that's why I'm running this job. Okay, so yeah, I have kept my table name. I have kept my S3. Okay, S3 means I have kept my bucket from where I should load my data. Okay, I put it here and I have placed my role. Okay, everything I put. Okay, so now I will run it. Are we good to run? Are we good to run? Are we good to run now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Prasad, you can speak louder. I mean,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I mean, you can increase the mic volume. Okay, so yeah, okay, now I'm running. See the carefully. It will throw an error. Okay, so I ran it. See, error load into table DEPT failed. Error load into table DEPT failed. Check STL load error system table for details. I mean, this is what man you will get in your day-to-day job, software job. Okay, one who picks the issues. Okay, he is the, I mean, what we call, he is the gem in the team. One who can understand the issues and one who can fix the issues. He is the super duper candidate in the team. Okay, I mean, one who cannot, he is the lagging member in the team. Yes. So our skill or talent depends on how we can fix the issues. For that, you need the subject and practice. I mean, training, understanding, so all these things. So yeah, load into table. Generally, when you, I mean, unless people know that you are talented, nobody will help you in the office. Once they know that you are talented, then everyone willing to help. So first you should able to do your own investigation. You should be able to fix even to some extent. Then everyone is willing to help. Yeah. So yeah, then okay, error load into table DEPT failed. Okay, yeah, DEPT load failed. Fine. And he's asking check STL load errors. Yeah, let us check STL load errors. Okay, so he is only saying check STL load error. So let us check STL load error. Select star from STL load error or errors. Errors. Yeah, select star from STL load errors. It will give hint actually what is the error. Okay, so see, select star from STL load errors. See here, user ID slice table start time. You see 99. This is UTC time. Don't worry. Okay, this is UTC time. Okay, UTC time. Redshift timings are UTC time. Session query. You see, I mean, how do you know whether it is your, see, S3 July batch DPT1? Yeah, this is your file. So you can easily say, yeah, this is what mine. And the two, for example, you see, what is the time? 99124, right? You can check what is current UTC time. So this is 99124, right? So I think current UTC time will be something like 99125 or 126. Current UTC time. Something like 125 or 126, yeah, 127. Okay, it's in 99, September 9, 127. So this is 124, yeah, just now 2 minutes ago it ran. Yeah, understand? So these timings are UTC timings. Okay, session, query, and this is your file, and you see column, department number, integer, column length. See what it's saying, delimiter not found, it is saying. You should see error code, error reason. You should see, I mean, why I brought you to this STL load error says, okay, STL load error will help you to find the error message and error description. What is error message? Delimiter not found. Okay. So immediately your mind should go, oh, my file has comma delimiter. Okay, my file has comma delimiter. But did I mention delimiter in my script? So let me check. I have not mentioned a delimiter in the script. Okay, my file is comma delimiter, but I did not mention delimiter in the script. Then how is that earlier script completed? Well, earlier script completed because that is pipe delimited, and pipe is a default delimiter. That's what I said. Default delimiter even means what? If you don't mention anything, it will consider as a pipe and it will run. So earlier we ran pipe delimited file, so it completed. But now I purposely took comma delimited file to show you the error and to show you how to use STL load error. Okay, I purposely did not put delimiter here. Okay, so I got the error, the delimiter not found. What is the error says? Delimiter not found. Yeah, why it is saying like this? Delimiter not found? Because you have not mentioned the delimiter in your script. So it is thinking that file is pipe delimited, but there is no pipe in the data. Okay, so you have not put delimiter. For example, is like this. DELIMITTR delimiter. You should mention actually like this, comma. You should mention like this. If your delimiter is anything other than pipe, you should mention like this. But you have not mentioned like this. Okay, you have not mentioned anything. So it is assuming that this file is a pipe delimited. So it is giving, okay, delimiter not found. Which delimiter not found? It is expecting that it is pipe. So it is saying delimiter not found. And so it is showed in while loading which data it. So while loading this record, pipe delimiter not found. Okay, when you see this error message, immediately your mind should, oh, this is a comma delimiter. But I have not mentioned any delimiter in the script. So let me specify my delimiter. Okay, like this. Or for example, I have written DELIMITTR delimiter comma. If you think, okay, that is, see here, wrong, then you can copy from here. See DELIMITER it is actually, but you see here I written TTR. So this kind of mistakes we do. I have used double T. Okay, so always try to do copy paste from the existing script. For example, let me run this. What happened? DELIMITTR, because generally we are not, good in English also. So I just written DEL delimiter. So let me run this. What happened? See again, because I have given delimiter wrong. So it took, okay, I corrected the spelling. Okay, so that's why all don't try to, run your own spellings and all, try to copy either from documentation, or you say I copied from here, or take from the previous script which is already running. Okay, and delimiter bus in single quote they will mention, because they mentioned here in single quote. Okay, so we used the same. Now you can run it. That means now the script will understand that, okay, we should load the department table from dp1.txt file, and this file is a comma delimiter. That's what we are instructing. Okay, run it. Now your job supposed to complete. Okay, it's not completed. Let's see what is the error again. Okay, delimiter. Oh, I got the error. Tell me, can anyone tell me what is the error?
Semicolon, sir.
Yeah, very good.
Semicolon.
Super, super. That's all, man. Okay, you have some spark. Okay, you can easily get the job. IT job means there will be some small thing missing somewhere. We should be able to find it. That's all. Yeah, that semicolon is there. Bus. You can run it now. Okay. So yeah, it's completed. Bus. And for example, if you can't find that semicolon, oh my God, we have to break our head. What is the issue? What is going on? What is going on? Nothing going on. Just look properly, carefully. If there any, generally we overlook syntax like semicolon, comma, these things. Just check properly and correct it. That's all. Okay. So, actually, error message says, for example, let's STL load error. Anyway, it already completed. So it showed the error that please check STL load error, right? So if you check STL load error, what it is, put start time descending. Means latest error on top. Yeah, it will give, almost for everything same reason. So you will be confused what's going on. Okay, it is not saying that, yeah, why it said delimiter not found, semicolon, it terminated. Okay, it read till semicolon only. Till here only it read. Did not consider this because we ended that with semicolon. So we should be careful. Okay, now test our data. So it should have 12 records. Okay, 210s, 220s, 230s, 240s, and 100, 200, 300, 400. So totally you should have 12 records. See, 12, 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay. 100, 200, 300, 400. 12 records. or you can just do select count. Select count star 12. It should give 12. Count star means count. Okay. Paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I ran select count star from table. I got 12. I'll put count of 1. Can you please tell me what is the output I get? This is entry question. I mean, everything that I said is entry question. Please be careful, okay? Everything that I teach in my class is an entry question. So you should not miss even one. Okay, so this, of course, this is very, very important entry question. Select count of 1 from department. What is the output? Can you please tell me?
I think first record will show the table. The
Okay,
table of the first record.
sorry,
The table of the first record will show.
first record.
Will show.
Okay, Somnath, can you tell me?
Sir, it will be same mostly.
What do you mean? It will be same mostly 99% right,
Means,
sir. 60% right, sir. Tell me correct answer. That is not sufficient to pass the interview. It is not guessing interview. Okay. I mean, if you say
so
mostly means
the count,
he will say,
count,
okay,
hmm.
you
It
should
will
give
give the
solid
total
answer.
count.
Yeah, what is my question? Can you please tell me what is the output of select count of 1 from table? That is my question as an interviewer. What is your answer?
8, 8,
Huh?
8.
I mean, that table has, 12 records, not 8 records.
Okay, 12, 12, sir, 12.
Yeah, are you sure?
So, if there is no null, then it is 12 records. Yeah, there is no null. Right?
Prasad, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Somnath, you are saying there is no null. Where is the null? I mean, which null you are talking about? Somnath, I'm asking you only.
Yes, sir. So no. So I'm saying, just saying that it will be 12. The output will be 12. It will give the total number of records in the table.
Yeah, but you added one more statement if there is no null. So I'm just asking about that. What is that related to?
Yeah. So what one thing I'm thinking is it will take care of null also. If there is a null record in the table, I think it takes care of that also. I was thinking that. So just just said that, but I think.
Don't worry. Practice. That's what I'm saying. Now you are entering into data warehousing industry. Okay. So that means we are playing only with data. So you need to get full clarity. Anyway, Prasad, you are wrong. And Somnath, you are right. But you should not say maybe, probably it will get 38, 12 record and all. No, probably, no, maybe. Or I guess. No, that answers will not work to pass the interview. That means what? You have no clarity, means you did not work on it or you have not experienced that. Why should we give with probable answers when there are many people are waiting for the same job? Okay, if you really worked on it, you will say a count of 1 will give same count as count star. Okay, that is 12 records you will get. So you give C, you will get 12. Count of 1 also will give 12. See, 12. Okay, so if you want to doubt, okay, then can you please tell me what is count of 12 will give. Can you please tell me what is the output of count of 12? Hello, both of you, please tell me what is the output of count of 12 from table?
I think error it will give. I'm not
Hmm?
sure.
Hmm?
Error it might give. Error. I'm thinking error it will give.
Error. Error?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Prasad, what is your answer?
I don't know, sir, how it was.
Okay, cool. So anyway, this is I already said, right? This is very, very important question. This is a question we ask to tell whether the candidate has really worked or not. Okay. Even you give count of 12 also, it is the same. So I want to establish one point here. See, it is 12 only, boss. Okay, whether you give 12 or 1200 or 1000 or anything, whatever you put here, it is the same. Okay, count star. Okay, count of 1, or you can put count of 10,000 or count of 12 or 12,000, whatever it may be. Don't worry, that is only a number integer you're passing. Okay, but the output is same. It will give count of the table. That is 12, 12, 12. See here, now I put 3 counts. So you'll get 12, 12, 12. Means I ran all the things in one query. See, 12, 12, 12. Means count star also 12, count 1 also 12, count 12,000 also 12. Even you give count of 1 lakh also, it is 12. This is what realized knowledge or experienced knowledge. He may ask you anything. I just asked you count of 12 to confuse you, because the table has 12 records. So I just gave 12 to confuse you. But if you ask me, I will not be confused. Oh, boss, I will tell whether you give 12 or 12,000 or 12 lakhs. It will give the output of that query. That is count. I will tell. Bus. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So even you can give here 10,000. Still, it will give only count. Same as count star. Okay. Count star will give count of the table. Similarly, if you give count of 1 or count of 2 or count of 10 or count of 12 or count of 100, whatever it may be, it will give only number of records in the table count. Okay, then the next question you will ask is, what is the difference between count of star and count of 1? I mean, I just took as 1, or it can be 10 or 12 or whatever. Okay, from table. He will tell you what is the difference between these two. This is entry questions, definite entry questions. So the and or sometimes he'll ask what is the difference, and the next question is which one is better. That is what his questions. Whether should we use count of star or count of 1, because both of them are giving same output, right? 12 and 12. So I should use count of star or count of 1. So because both of them are giving same output, so I will tell you actually count of this number I'm passing, right? 1 or 2 or 10 or 12 or 100 or 12,000. We are just passing one integer. Okay. So integer processing will be faster. Okay. It will just take count of 1 and it will try to count. Okay. For each record, it will count 1, 1, 1. I mean, even you give 10 also, it will consider it as for each record, it will consider 110. Second record, 2. Third record, 3. Like that, it will count number of records. Okay. So if you pass any integer, if you put star, it will take all columns. How many columns this table has? Some 3 columns. It will take all columns, means it will read all columns to count the on each record. So it means star means what? Number of columns, right? Star, select star. Select star from table means all the columns. So it will consider all columns while counting the number of records. So not required. We just pass one integer. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever. So for each record, it will just count 1, 1, 1. So it will just means integer processing is faster. That's why count of 1 will be faster than star. Okay, in real time, you will see count star and all. I mean, the experienced users will use. Okay, so integer processing will be faster, so we can just give select count of 1 from table to get the count rather than count star. If you ask which one is better, yeah, count of 1 is better because integer processing will be faster. It will not consider all the columns. It will just take this integer to count the number of records. Okay, so select count of 1. Yeah, you understand? See, both will give 12 only. Okay, so 12 and 12. Okay, but especially if the table has hundreds and millions of records, it's always better to use count of 1 or count of 2. Okay, then count star. That will be faster. Okay, now Somnath, the second part, it will consider nulls and all, right? That, yeah, I understand where from you came. Okay, yeah, I got it. But you need to do some practice. Anyway, I will, uh, you know, I mean, I can also show you that example. For example, select star from the PT, right? I mean, Prasad, what Somnath said is, for example, you see select star from DPT. Why he said is if null is there, something he said right in the first reply. I will tell you that. Okay, see, I will update, department name to null where department number 10. Just to, I mean, that is one of the important questions, so I'm just saying. So update DPT, set D name. I'm not sure this is syntactically right or not. Update department table, set D name is null where department number 10. So this is called practice boss. Okay, you see is null is not. So like this only we should practice. Don't worry, everyone is same if you don't practice. Okay, set department name equals to null.
Sir, I think equals to is working.
Wait. Update department number, set department name, set D name equals to null. Where department number equals to 10. What you're saying, Prasad? Something
D name equal to null.
equals to.
Yes, sir.
I think it is working, boss. Anyway, we will try that also. Okay, so yeah, I worked it, so it worked it. Anyway, because I want to play while writing, so I don't remember, because I know one of the option it will work. Yeah, tell me, you're saying something. Dname equal. Okay, I will write it. Why I'm writing is just to show you whether that will work or not. Okay, so what dname equals to, is it?
Sorry, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Symbol equal to.
Oh, this one.
Yes, yes, sir. Semicolon.
This.
Single quotes.
Huh?
Null
So
in
in,
single quote.
okay, you know what it will do? It will assign null string. Okay, yeah, this is the difference between real-time knowledge and it will assign null string to dname. See, for example, I'll run it and I'll show. Yeah, it will work, but I'll tell you what is the difference between this and that. Okay, so okay. Yeah, I updated the same record. Anyway, first what I'll do is I'll update 10 with my own syntax, and for 20 I'll put equals to null, I mean your records. So now I'll query, see, in for department number 20 it will show null in the table. See, see here, see null. This is wrong. We can easily tell based on your answer that you are not a real time. Null means, you see, it should come here blank. Okay, you displayed null, null. Actually null means it is one of the department name like marketing, housekeeping, HR. So this is like null, this is one of the department name. You just passed null string to the department name.
Yes,
Understand,
sir.
yes sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. I pass one value. Null.
Yeah,
Null means.
yeah, you passed one value like HR
Yes,
department, sales, marketing, like that. You passed the null one value
yes,
to that
yes, sir.
name,
Yes, sir.
so that is not right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, so we should give this. Okay, so Somnath, you're understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see now whatever I gave is right or wrong. How do you know? Select star from the EPT where dname is null. You type with is null and see whether you are getting or not. Where dname is null, you will get the 1010. No, you did not give. Okay, then dname, I think you should give equals to this one. Yeah, where dname, I mean different databases are working in Oracle, it will work in both way. Okay, but here it should take the way that we gave, like this. And I think it should also give dname is null, where dname is null. No, okay, wait. So this is what I'm saying, practice. Okay, so if you practice, you will come to know all these things. And why we are doing these things, this is what we will be dealing with nulls, filtering data and these things in the real time. So anyway, it is working if you give dname equals to null. This is null. Okay, so set dname. Okay, now the main thing, we have select count of star comma count of dname from dpt. See here, count star should give 12. Count of dname, let us see what it will give. I still remember in one of my interview, he was asking only these type of questions. Count on column, count star row, count of one, these things. So that means it is such, it is important, I know, because I am also from real time. See here, both resulted 12. So if you see this, you can talk confidently. Otherwise, when he asks what is count of d name, then we will doubt, maybe, yeah, we'll answer maybe. Now d name, although it has nulls, it get 12. Yeah, so count of d name. Yeah, you can you play like this by inserting null value? Okay. I mean, you should insert. Wait, I will insert into dpt. Yeah. So see, I will tell you. I want to show you something. I'm inserting department number 30 with two nulls. Okay. I mean, null the department name. Okay. This you can have anything. Something like sales. I mean, location is Pune. Only I'm focusing on null value in the D name. Okay, second column. So let me see. What I'm doing is so that you will practice in this way. This is playing with data. See, completed. So I inserted two records, right? So I'll give select star from DPT. So you should get 14 records. Star. See 14. Okay. So two tens, two twenties, 330s. See here, 330s, 230s are blank here. See blank. And similarly, department number 10 also blank. Okay, that means these are null values. These two null values, these two null values. Now you will see the surprise. I'll give select star from DPT where dname is null. I'm expecting I'll get 230s. Let's see. See, 230s came. Okay. Why I got 230s now, but why I'm not getting 210s? I mean, this all will come by experience. See, both are showing here as blanks. Yeah, these are the two types of null values exist in the real time. Okay, the null values which are inserted as shown here. See, null. Okay, you see, and remember, I did not put them in single code like you said, Prasad. Like you said, I did not put in single code. Okay, just null means it is null. Okay, no data. I did not put it in single code. If you put in single code, it will become value as the department name. So null means it's a null data. And here I inserted with, actually it is space. I just put single quote, it's space. That's why it is not coming when I give dname is null, because it is space here. But yeah, both are nulls, which we need to deal in the real time. Both we need to handle. Okay, so the values which are coming with null, they will be filtered with this query where dname is null. Yes, see 30. And sometimes some values will come like blanks. These are all blanks. These we should filter like this. So 10. Now if you see, what is that? Yeah, count of dname. 14 records are there, right? So now you see count of dname, what it will give. I think count of dname should give.
All records, sir.
Yeah, actually that is what Somnath also telling. He was trying to tell before. See, now you understand, Somnath, what you are telling earlier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now Prasad, you understood what he was actually trying to tell me before.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is what clarity means. But yeah, uh, but Somnath, what you did wrong is you told this answer when I was asking count star, count of one. But even if it's count of one, you will get 14 only. Okay, so there we should not bring that concept of. Now you understand, count of one also I got 14. So now you understand?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So that null handling will apply only if you're talking about with respect to some column. For example, dname. Now, yes, see, count of dname, it will give 12, not 14, because two of them are nulls. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you have this much clarity, nobody can reject you in the interview, man. In fact, they want you kind of people. Okay. So now you need to practice it and get clarity on this again after this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because this is very, very important. If you say may, might be, same, definitely they will reject, because SQL is the basic thing we need. I mean, that is the only thing we need to get to do our job. And okay. So now you got it right. We went to say it will handle nulls when you don't handle nulls, when you use the column name in count. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, can you do this kind of practice and do some exercise and copy? Yeah, copy like this only we should be doing. Okay, if there is any delimiter, we just mention this delimiter. Okay, so
Sir,
in this, uh,
sir, in updating time, what, how to give the null, which is better, sir? Either blank or what? What is the
yeah,
syntax?
update, right? So yeah, that's what I tried to do this. Actually, update department set dname. Actually, we should use is null. Okay, but it's not taking. So update department set dname is null. So let me see. No, I think then actually is null is what is working in actually in Oracle and all. But here let's see, dname equals to null. I think this is also not going to work. Let's see. I think it's working. Yeah, done, man. Understand? Not in single code.
Single quote, sir. Yes, sir. It will give
Sorry?
single quote that there is a value.
Yeah, that's a value.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understand?
Yes,
No,
sir.
it will give 30 and 10. See, 10 and 30 came is null filter. Okay. See, I ran is null. Department name is null. Then give 10 and 30. Understand? Prasad, understand? Okay. So now you got it right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, department is null should work. I mean, okay. But the latest databases, whatever they implement, is null is already working in all fancy databases, where set dname is null, where whatever filter you want to. But I think they put as dname equals to null. That is also fine, because as long as we are not using in single quote, yes, it's null. So yeah, Prasad, you got it right.
Yes, sir.
So now got full clarity, but you should all do some practice to get better clarity. Okay, but to this question, set department name is null. If you answer in the entry also, he will accept, because I know all other databases are working with this syntax. Okay, dname is null, where because is null is what he is expecting from you. Okay, yeah, that will work. But of course here it's not working, so definitely you can play around it, because you know the concept, so I played around it. Yeah, because I know the concept, so I played around it and it worked. Okay, but I know that I should not put it in single code. That's why I made it clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Somnath.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, now you also know how to mention delimiter, right? Yeah. So similarly, we can also work on other examples, like for example, I will show you JSON file. See here, JSON file, same thing, same. Okay. If we have JSON and for example, you see copy script here, you go to this JSON example. See copy from JSON. Okay, so JSON, it runs with multiple options. Okay, auto ignore and those things. And JSON file means it will be like this within brackets, not brackets, brace. Okay, so yeah, this is the syntax JSON auto. And same thing, put your table name, put your S3, put your IAM role, and just put auto. See, I will show you this. Here we have to put, this is your S3, let's say. I'll put this my unloads department CG JSON. Yeah, I will show you that. Brackets my unloads department CG JSON. For example, you take this file. See, this is the file. It will be like this. Department CG JSON. How many records? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually 10 to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so JSON file means it will be like this. Key value pair we call key value. Column name, value. Column name, value. Column name, value. Department number, day name, location. Okay, so it will be like this. Department CG JSON. So see, department CG JSON. This is the file I took to load. Okay, and of course you can give your role name here. You can give your, you can put your role yarn. See, Jola batch. And JSON auto, yeah, it's a automate. This is to automatically recognize, fields and data. JSON auto. You can also read what is this auto. This order does not matter. Auto means order does not matter. For that you can use JSON auto option. Means it will automatically take. You can give in any order in the data. But based on column name and value name, it will load. Okay, so this is commonly used. So yeah, you can give like this, and you can run it, it will load it. So right now, how many records you have? 14, right? 14. So if you load this, you will have 14 plus 10, 24 you will have it. Okay, in this table you have 10. Yeah, completed. So you should have 14 plus 10, 24. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you want to see, you can see. Select start from. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, right? Till now we don't have 50, 60, 70, 80. You will see them here. See here. See, till now we have 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s. Okay, but now you see 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 are from this JSON file. And these, 100, 200, 300, 400 are from the previous data. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So now clear? Loading JSON data?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. So I think it gave some clarity, but you will get actual clarity when you, run the same set of scripts. Copy from the documentation, change the table name, change the S3, change the role name, and change the delimiter accordingly. If you're using pipe delimiter, then no need to change. Okay, and run one or two scripts. That's all. You will get clarity. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir. Thanks.
Sir.
Prasad, you're good,
Sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Sir. S3 bucket